Hi guys. Really hope everybody's doing alright. I'm still very much in hermit mode. Extremely introspective time. I really don't want to get on and teach things, but I did feel compelled to come on and check in and send, super abundant wishes of peace and happiness, perpetual healing. Back when I said August 17th, that gateway that was going to come open and a veil would be lifted, I did not know the depths of really what I was saying. Wow, I've been living in almost like a super fantasy world for the past few weeks. Things that to me are just incredible, humanly mind-boggling. But in the same sense, I know that there's people out there who are extremely not doing well, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So I just wish to send you all love and peace and mass amounts of strength. You can do it. You can do it. Just hold on. I know it's turbulent. Like I said, spiritually, emotionally, physically, as well as everything in your outer realm, the weather, people around you, culture, everything is just, it's time to destroy so that recreation can come about. So I just want to send you all strength and love. We still have a while to go and to travel, but just be strong. Just be strong, my friends. I am going to be reading. I'm going to make a playlist. There'll be 9 small clips. This first one that I'm going to be reading from. Let me rewind. The fragments that I'm going to be reading are Mandaean scriptures. Now, I want to stop really quick and say, well, to me personally, I'm sure this is happening with a lot of other people, but when I see words and things now, immediately I break them apart into pieces and they float around and reconstruct in my head. And when I first looked at, first of all, let me go back again and say, the Mandaean text and scriptures and prayers are supposedly the last sect of true Gnostics that were teaching and preaching. I believe that it was somewhere in the 3rd century was the end of it. But these Mandaean texts that I'm going to be reading through, they're very short. There's 9 of them, but you'll hear the word Uthra is frequently encountered, and the Mandaean, or the man day, the man of the day, or you could say an day man, a daemon, not a demon, a day man, a man of the day and man of the light. Uthra is a divine messenger of the light, or an angel, or an angle, or a perception. Please don't think angels like little winged creatures flying around. Angels are angles. It's a different angle, or perspective, or perception that you'll receive. So when we read these with contemplation, these 9 brief Mandaean hymns and prayer texts offer stunning insights into the true nature of these Mandaean Gnosis, or knowledge. Now, and before I start, I think I started to say Uthra, youth, Ra. Uthra. Youthra. The youth of the sun. All right, I'll continue. Mandaeans are a closed ethno-religious community practicing Mandaeism, which is a monotheist Gnostic religion. Aramaic Manda means knowledge, as does Greek Gnosis, with a strongly dualistic worldview, and its adherents are Adam, Abel, Seth, Enosh, Noashem, Aram, and especially John the Baptizer. Text 1. The messenger of light creates the way of salvation. I prepared a path for the good ones, and I made a gateway for the world. A gateway for the world I made, and erected a throne in it. A throne for the good ones I erected, and I set up a light beside it. A light I set up beside it, which is completely perfect, and a tower, a watchtower, for the sons of perfection I erected in the place where they live and are without any deficiency. I set up thrones for them and presented them with magnificent robes. I established the Jordan of the great life and appointed guardians over it, who were rich and without deficiency. I set up a throne for the Lord of the radiant beings, and I erected a light before it, a light which I erected, which was completely perfect. With illumination and praise, with what the life had caused me to hear, with illumination and praise, I arose and went to the house of the mighty life. In the joy that I felt, I reported to the mighty life. The mighty life rejoiced and was glad. He was overjoyed with me. The life thanked me and gave me more glory than I had ever before. He spoke to me, Gusta, preserve you, good one, and preserve the word that you have spoken. The life spoke in his joy, and the Uthras, and said, praise the strength of man, who healed the water through the fire. Praise the strength of man, against whom the fire sinned not. The fire did not sin against him. No, the Uthra shone in its brightness, and in its brightness the Uthra shone, and prepared a path for the perfect ones. For the perfect ones he prepared a path, and granted salvation to the perfect ones. Salvation he granted to the perfect ones, and remembered their names in the house of the mighty, mighty life. End of part 1 of 9, the Mandaean scripts. By the power of light, love, and law, I shed peace and healing upon you all. Please love yourselves and love each other unconditionally.